If you were born before 1960, you've probably seen the headline, "Claim your hidden bonus before it's too late." Here's the truth, that specific bonus does not exist. No government agency is sitting on a secret check with your birth year on it. I want to get that out of the way immediately, because falling for that headline can cost you money to a scammer. And it can also make you ignore the real programs that quietly pay out thousands a year to people who never bothered to check if they qualify. So in the next few minutes, the actual income cutoffs that can wipe out your Medicare premium, the one phone call that can cut your prescription costs to $5, and the filing rule that trips up even people who've worked their whole lives. This is the real version, sourced, current, and free. Here's the core answer. The real, hidden money for seniors isn't a mystery check, it's a set of existing programs that most eligible people simply never apply for. The biggest one, Medicare savings programs. In 2026, if your monthly income is under roughly $350 as a single person, a program called QMB can eliminate almost all of your Medicare costs. Your Part B premium, your deductibles, your coinsurance, gone. If your income is a bit higher, up to around $186 a month, a related program called QI or SLMB still covers your $290 monthly Part B premium. That's about $434 a year back in your pocket every year. Automatically. And here's the part almost nobody knows: qualifying for any of these automatically enrolls you in extra help, which caps your prescription copays at $5.2 for generics and $12.65 for brand name drugs, no matter what the pharmacy sticker price says. Millions of people qualify and are not enrolled. That's not a guess. That's the government's own estimate. The one action: call your state Medicaid office this week and ask specifically for a Medicare Savings Program application. How to actually get through that call? I'll walk you through it in a minute. Let me tell you about a woman we'll call Margaret. Margaret is 71 in Ohio, living on a Social Security check just over $700 a month. For 3 years she paid her Part B premium out of her checking account every single month, and she paid full price for a blood pressure medication that ran her almost $40 a month. She'd seen ads for senior bonus checks plenty of times and ignored every one of them. Smart instinct, because those ads were selling her data, not money. But that same skepticism made her assume the real programs were scams too. Her daughter finally sat down with her, pulled up Ohio's Medicaid site, and found out Margaret's income put her right in range for SLMB. 120-minute phone call and some paperwork later, her Part B premium disappeared from her bank statement, and her blood pressure medication dropped to $5.7 a fill under extra help. That's over $2,800 a year, permanently, for a program that had been sitting there the entire time. Margaret's mistake wasn't being careless. It was assuming that because the loud, flashy version was fake, the quiet, boring government version must be fake too. It's the opposite. The boring one is real. Hey, if this kind of thing is useful. The real numbers, not the clickbait. Tap subscribe. I help seniors find the benefits that are actually theirs to claim. But that's just the first one. The next one is where people leave the most money on the table without realizing it. 1. Full retirement age just finished changing, and it affects your math. As of 2026, full retirement age is officially 67 for everyone born in 1960 or later. That's not a bonus, it's just the final step of a rule that's been phasing in since 1983. But it matters because claiming even 1 month before your specific full retirement age locks in a permanently smaller check. Before you file, confirm your exact number on your My Social Security account. Don't guess. Next up, this one trips up people with retirement accounts. 2. If you were born in 1960 or later, your RMD age moved to 75. Required minimum distributions. The withdrawals the IRS forces you to take from a traditional IRA or 401k used to start at 72, then 73. If you were born in 1960 or after, you now don't have to start until 75. That's up to 2 extra years where your money can keep growing tax deferred, and up to 2 extra years to do strategic Roth conversions in a lower tax bracket before those withdrawals become mandatory. Talk to a tax professional before making conversion decisions. This isn't financial advice, but it is a deadline worth knowing about. Here's one widows and divorced spouses miss constantly. 3. survivor and divorced spouse benefits are more generous than people assume. A widow or widower can start survivor benefits as early as age 60, younger if disabled. And if you were married at least 10 years and are now divorced, you may be able to claim on your ex-spouse's work record, even if they've remarried, without it affecting their benefit at all. If your own benefit is smaller than half of theirs, this can mean a meaningfully bigger check. Call SSA directly and ask them to run both calculations for you. This next one varies by state, so don't skip the check yours. 4. Property tax relief and homestead exemptions. Most states offer some form of property tax freeze, exemption, or rebate for seniors, often starting around age 65, sometimes tied to income. The dollar amount and the age cutoff are different everywhere, so this is one where I can't give you a single national number. But a 5-minute search of your state senior property tax exemption, or a call to your county assessor's office, can turn into hundreds or thousands in annual savings. Now, the one that protects everything else on this list. 5. The scam pattern to watch for. The real Social Security Administration and the real Medicare program will never cold call you asking for your Social Security number. Never demand payment by gift card, and never threaten to suspend your benefits over the phone. If an ad or a call mentions a birth year bonus, a hidden stimulus, or tells you to register before midnight, that is the scam script, word for word. Hang up, and if you want to double check anything, call SSA yourself at the number on your card or on SSA.gov. Never the number the caller gives you. Last one, and it's the simplest. 6. SNAP and LIHSAP for food and heating costs. Many seniors assume these are only for younger families. They're not. If you're on a fixed income, SNAP's food assistance and LIHSAP's help with heating and cooling bills both have senior-specific rules in many states that make it easier to qualify than people expect. It costs nothing to apply and find out, so to recap: 1. Check if you qualify for a Medicare savings program. That's the biggest single number on this list. 2. Confirm your exact full retirement age before you file. 3. If you were born in 1960 or later, you have until 75 for RMDs, use that time wisely. 4. Look into survivor or divorced spouse benefits if they apply to you. 5. Check your state's property tax relief for seniors. And 6. Never trust a call or ad that mentions a secret bonus tied to your birth year. That's the fake version of everything I just told you. If there's one single action to take today, it's this: call your state Medicaid office and ask about Medicare savings programs. That's the one most likely to put real, recurring money back in your pocket. If this helped, hit subscribe, and please share it with someone in your life over 60 or 65. A parent, a neighbor, someone at church. Half the value of this video is just making sure the right person sees it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. P.